Hey sport heads, this is the Definitive AFL Tier List. Starting out from west to east, we've got the Fremantle Dockers. Now, a lot of teams in the competition decide to name themselves after some sort of fierce or intimidating animal, but not Fremantle. They name themselves after a guy with a job, and not even a good job. They could have been the Fremantle Sailors, or the Fremantle Pirates, or the Fremantle Forklift Operators. But instead, they name themselves after the guy that unloads the Amazon boxes and still has to commit centrelink fraud to afford his meth habit. Now, West Coast Eagles step in the right direction. The eagle is a noble and a beautiful bird. Problem is, first of all, there's too many bird names in the AFL. And second, the eagle is just overdone. We have had the Americans, we've had Albania, every single country in the HRE, those bad guys from the World War II movie. So because of the lack of originality, Eagles, mid. Adelaide Crows. Now, you may be tempted to dismiss the Crows off the bat, but think about this. Crows are actually very smart. Probably smarter than you. Reminds me of that copy pasta of that guy who worked at a bakery, and every morning he'd take out all the old bread and feed the crows on one side of the road. And then he'd go across the other side of the road and bully the crows over there. And eventually the crows he bullied would come and attack him. And the crows he fed would come and fight for his rescue. And so this guy started a whole crow civil war in his town. And because of that story, crows are based. Now, Port Power. If we're talking about a name that's based, Port Power, like, not skipping over the powerful animals, skipping over the powerful things that you could have named your team. They're going straight for the source. The thing that politicians, generals, wolves in a pack, you and I fight and die over. The thing that we dig out of our earth to fuel our houses. That's power. There's no fucking around there. Port Power. It's bussin'. Now we've got the Geelong Cats. A very humble name. Not going for something like, the lions or the tigers, but the common house cat. And there's something homely about the humility of that. Shows a lot of strength. And also, it's often said that humans don't train cats, that cats train their humans. And so for that reason, we've got to put the Geelong Cats, they're based. The Footscray Bulldogs, or wait, what's that? The Western Bulldogs? Now I've got a bone to pick. As someone from Western Australia, how can you call yourselves the Western Bulldogs if you're from the Eastern States? It's just confusing. Not only that, but the Bulldog is by far one of the most cringy dog breeds out there. We gotta say it. I mean, they look like Dudley Dursley. They're not intimidating. They look like an overgrown pug. At least a pug is cute, but a bulldog is just ugly and slobbers everywhere, and it's not intimidating. I mean, they're all obese. There's no way a bulldog could mess with me, even if he tried. Moving on to the Essendon Bombers. Now, this is a base name. The only team in the competition that's named themselves after a weapon that humans have developed. And not only that, but Bombers are heckin' cool, my guys. And the thing that tips this name over the edge from being simply based, but absolutely bussin', is this story I heard from a Muslim tourist from Essendon, goes to America, and he gets pulled over at airport security because of racism, and they look through his bag, they sit him down in a room, they look all intimidating, and they say to him, if you want to get out of this room alive, you better tell us something about these Essendon Bombers over here. And just simply because of that story, we've got to elevate them from based straight to bussin'.